Hello to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This is Willy Wonka here. Landry's hired me to do their review this week. I hope that's okay with everybody. But to be honest, when he asked me, I told him that I don't really know anything about football. The only thing I know about is candy. So they said to make it about candy. So here I am. I'm going to do this review and compare each team to a different candy / snack. I hope you all enjoy. So we're going to start with House of Fire. I saw that they have a 14-8 record, if I'm not mistaken. I have a candy here that I'm going to compare them to. It's the Tootsie Roll. So House of Fire, they were great in the beginning of the season. They were undefeated for a certain amount of weeks. They had Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins leading the way, lost them both, but yet they still are in a very competitive form, and they're without their top two guys. So, yeah, why the Tootsie Roll? It's a great candy, and it doesn't really need flashy wrappers to prove its worth. So like House of Fire, they don't need flashy players to show their worth. Next, we're going to go with Z-Wolves. So this is an interesting team. They are also in very competitive form. They have been a disaster the last few years. It really had it out for them, fantasy football. But this year they're coming up to the plate and making it worth it with a 13-9 record. So I'm going to compare them to the Hershey bar, the classic Hershey bar. Now the Hershey bar is a amazing chocolate bar. However, it's arguably too plain to be considered the best. They had it rough the last couple of years, so we're hoping for the best. The Hershey bar is always in competition to be the best, but let's see where they're at. We got George. This is a pretty nice candy here, a lifesaver. George is always competitive, even at the bottom of the rankings. It's tough to see, but they are like the lifesaver. It's a hard candy. It's nothing special right now, but as you go through the flavors of the rainbow style, you get different flavors each time. So they always have hope to be the best. You start from the green and get down to the red. So we're hoping that he starts from this side and gets to the red. If not, he goes from the red to the green, which, the green is not the best flavor. So right now he's this way. We want him to go this way. So next we got Evil Empire. Which candy am I going to compare him to? We got Skittles. I thought this would be a good fit. Skittles are a very fun candy. Evil Empire always likes to bring joy and fun to the league, so I'm going to give them this one. They are not so competitive this year. Their team is doing a little better than it was, but Skittles always bring joy. It's nice, but he seems like he's focusing a lot on his new song, making him just the green Skittle rather than the full rainbow. So we want him to get to the rainbow Skittles rather than just the green. So please focus on your team rather than your song. I think it'll get you somewhere. Okay, we got the champ. The champ, Sanford and Son. Now, Sanford and Son had a little bit of a nutty start, but they're pulling it together tremendously. They look like they're going to go for back-to-back championships, and, I compared them to the Payday bar. They're looking for that payday. They're looking for the back-to-back. But sometimes it takes more than just peanuts and caramel to get to the championship. So, yeah, let's get a payday, or we might have somebody else coming in to get that payday for you. Next, we got Iceman. I was not sure which candy to choose here because you really never know what you're going to get with this team. Sometimes he might be all in. He might quit the league tomorrow. Who knows? He might just be the champion. Now, this specific candy bar, you usually in the store and you pass right by it. It is a delicious candy bar. You don't even know what the ingredients are. You never know what you're going to get with this candy bar. So I chose the Call It bar. I hope that sums up why I chose it. I gave you the answers before. Now we got the great one. I heard he's a great poet. I did. Has quite a nice team, but a couple injuries. He's making his way through. He's pushing his way through. He had an amazing team a couple weeks ago, but he's an amazing franchise. I got to give it to him. So I chose the Kit Kat bar. Amazing chocolate bar all around. Chocolate covered wafers, delicious. So very impressed with the franchise. I think they're always in it to win it. So Kit Kat. Now, Landry's told me to be nice to their team. They are in second place. They are. So we got to give it to them. And I am getting paid by them. So I'm compared them to a Snickers bar. Like their team, the Snickers bar is very satisfying, has a lot of delicious ingredients inside, and Snickers always satisfies. So the Landry's, the team, always satisfies. I'm sure about that. So got to give it to them. Tremendous. I went all over to the stores, couldn't find this candy. It's you'll see it in some stores, but it's a little bit of a rare candy to find in your average store. But so I hope you forgive me for not having it with me. But I'm going to compare you to a bag of Pop Rocks. Now, like the Pop Rock candy, you never really realize how much it bothers other people when you eat it. Always getting that crackling noise, doesn't end. And just when you feel like you're done with the crackling, your friend or family member just goes and has another bite of that Pop Rocks and just keeps going, and it's just a never-ending cycle. So, your chatter in the chat, your nonstop talking, we love it, but it does get annoying sometimes. Blue Ghost. Blue Ghost is a classic guy. So I went with a little bit of a classic candy. Not a favorite, but a classic candy. They had a rough start to the season. A few injuries, a few slow starts for some players, but they're coming together. They're climbing up the rankings. So I went with the York Peppermint Patty, not because of Joe's white beard, but just because it's a very, modest candy. I like it, and we're hoping for a sweet comeback from you. So there we go. Beginner's luck. Very quiet in the chat. Very quiet all season. You come around once a year for your review. Always the best review of the year. Don't get me wrong. But, from your quietness, I wanted to compare you to the Boston Baked Beans. This is an interesting candy. It's a hard shell of candy covering a peanut. So the peanut's hidden always, and you tend to either suck on it or maybe you take a bite, maybe break your teeth a little bit. But once you get to that peanut, it's scrumptious. So once we get your review, we do enjoy it. We appreciate it. We hope that you could be a little more active. But we love to hear from you, and hope you come around again next season. Last but not least, we got the Jet Nuts. Now, the Jet Nuts is a fan favorite. They're a fan favorite team. Always rooting for them. I think I could go talk for everybody when I say this, but everyone's rooting for the Jet Nuts. If they're not in it, then they're rooting for them. We always want Jet Nuts to win the championship. They didn't give us a song this year, which I don't know if we appreciate that. We're hoping for a song. It's only a couple weeks left, but still a fan favorite. So I'm gonna go with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Everyone loves it. Chocolate, peanut butter, delicious. Yeah, there we go. So these are my comparisons. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope that you agree with me on your comparisons. Go get yourself some of these candies. And don't forget, my movie Wonka is coming out on December 14th, 2023, just around Christmas time. So perfect for you all. And yeah, Wonka is going back to his factory now. Good night.